Yeah.
Sit up.
And relax.
Yeah. And also, one tip when we did podcasting before, the more energy, the better from the start.
Okay.
So lift it.
So lift it up. Okay,
Right.
perfect. Hello and welcome to mine and Sarah's podcast, Rolling with the Rose. Clock it, it's up on the screen. My name is Jack Rowe,
I'm Sarah.
and welcome to the show. And here we'll put in our new theme song.
We have decided to do a podcast because we've been forever speaking about rolling with the Rose, our family. We've grown up in a town called Ballina, and
Center of the universe.
The center of the universe, where it all happens. And Jack and I felt like now is the perfect time. Jack has moved to New York, and I'm here for 2 months, so it's a bit of a one-hit wonder, and we're going to see where it goes.
Yeah. Well, don't speak too soon because we might be maybe we'll get more than a one-hit wonder. But yes, it's something that we've always spoken about between ourselves and with our family. I think it actually started off as a joke that I said we should have Rolling with the Rose like a TV show.
And I think every Christmas we have a Christmas dinner, and it's always chaotic, and we always feel like things happen in our family. We feel like we're all very different, very unique in our own way, but we have a lot of similar characteristics. Like, for example, we all love to travel. We all love to take shots in the dark. We all love to take risks. We feel like, yeah, of course, doing a podcast, putting yourself out there is a risk, but that's what we want to do. And like, to speak about our family, Jack, because obviously it's called Rolling with the Rose, we need to give context to the audience as to who our family are, what they're about, and I suppose where we've come from. So our family are basically
Not well in the head.
not well. So we have there's 5 siblings.
Yeah.
So we've Jack. No, we have
No, 5. So there's 5 siblings: Alan, Carl, Suzanne, Connor, Patrick.
And they're all in a family-run business together. And it started off with our granddad, and it was called Rowwear. And then they moved on they went 2 separate ways. One went to High Five Clothing, and then one went to Pudong International in China. So, and Suzanne's just been floating her own boat, literally.
No, literally. Suzanne is Queen of the Seas with MSC Cruises, and she's doing her thing, winning awards left and right.
I think what we feel like, Jack, in that what we've learned is like quite an entrepreneurial family, and they've taught us things along the way. Like, I can speak for my parents and dad in particular, who's, you know, traveled the world, gone between China and Ireland, and really what that showed to me and signified to me is that, like, you got to go after things in life if you want them. You got to work hard. No one's going to do it for you, only yourself. And I think throughout our family there's this energy within the whole family where it's like none of us want to let the side down, and all of us want to really work towards our goals. So
that is definitely something that rings true, and it's something that, yes, we strive to hit our goals, but I feel like for me, I always try wait until it's like the perfect moment to do it. And there is really no perfect moment to do it. You have to like strike while the iron is hot, which is you being here in New York. The iron is hot, it's magma, and we are just going for it. And my lecturer Connor Murphy said to me that, and I always get this phrase wrong, is it that progress is the enemy of perfect, or good is the enemy of perfect?
Someone can correct you. I reckon one of the listeners will definitely know, but I'm definitely not the one to answer that question.
No, that was more to the audience, but thank you. But it makes sense though. You cannot wait for things to be perfect to go after things. And for this, doing a podcast, this is a modern day entrepreneurial step. Like, and this is what I find myself over explaining things to people a lot. Like, oh, but I'm doing it because this, you know, not just because I'm parched for attention. Because I'm not.
That too.
Yeah, no, I'm not, I swear. And it's like, you know, you can't wait for things to be perfect. And like our family putting themselves out there in business, John Rowe putting himself out there in business with Rowwear, with Rose Shop, like all the way back. Like they weren't waiting until it was perfect. Like they had to put themselves out there and just do it.
And like if you know the story of all that as well, and which we will get in time, we will get a family member on the show.
Yeah.
As long as we can get them over to New York. So I think we realized that that journey for them wasn't perfect. It was a really big struggle at the start, and they had to turn that around. And we feel like we've seen it turn around over time, but it's taken a long time. And
Yeah.
I think the message in that is that we've learned that there is bad days. It is hard. Living in a new city is hard. My background is sport, so Gaelic football, soccer, and AFL, and have lived between two countries for the last 10 years, which is Australia and Ireland, playing different sports and different cultures. And it might look great, luxurious, amazing from the outside, but there's far more hard days than there are good days. But I think, yeah, with the Rose, we're queens of putting on the act that it's all rosy, but it's not always
like
rosy.
check out our Instagram, guys. Just take a stroll. Take a scroll. It looks amazing. Honestly. But like, and it looks amazing, but like I'm not even joking, Sarah. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
That wasn't a nightmare. Like, this is really happening. Like, are you joking? Like, you know, to yourself, Sarah, you just spoke a little bit about your amazing luxurious background. What, I guess, has you here in New York, if we start with that?
Yeah, well, I think so. Yeah, I've played sport my whole life, and I've never really taken the break. And from the outside looking in, you know, I generally go between soccer and AFL, which gives me very little time off in the off season. And over the last 2 years, I did soccer for 6 months, AFL for 6 months, soccer for 6 months, AFL for 6 months. So 2 years round the clock where I was just like driven, like everything I put into my body, like every training session matters, like my mindset matters, just every single decision was for that. And to the point where for the first time in my whole career, I was like, I'm exhausted. I think I'm burnt out. So anyway, obviously the beauty of being in a professional environment in Australia in my club called Collingwood is you have all the best people around you. You have doctors, you have people to answer the questions that you are not sure about. So which led me to kind of get a few blood tests to do. We did a testing with La Trobe last year, and it helped give me more information on what was going on with my body. And some of my bloods and stuff, there was quite a few red flags and inflammation and all this thing that was like suggesting burnout. But I don't believe burnout because, sorry, I do now, but I was someone who wouldn't believe it because I was like, I have an ample amount of energy, like, and I feel like it's just a mindset. And I feel like when things get hard, you push harder and you get better. And like, I suppose it's naive of me to think that. And so I started to realize, okay, I'm lacking a lot of energy at the moment. I think for the first time ever, I'm burnt out. And
Did you feel really fatigued?
I felt really fatigued, and I felt like unmotivated towards what I'm always motivated towards, which is sport.
Probably for the first time ever.
For the first time ever. And my habits are instilled in me, and they have been for so long, that I still eat well, you know, I still get up early, I still train, all those things, but without that same zest. So it was like, I'm not motivated for anything at the moment, but I was still doing what I was supposed to do because it's my job.
Yeah.
But I just felt like I was like, I'm really competitive, like, you know, and I just lacked that. So I kind of had a chat to a couple of my coaches and spoke to family and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm right at the moment. And I was like, maybe I want to give up. Like, maybe I don't want to play sport anymore. Like, maybe that's it. And then I was like, no, I love sport. Like, it's everything. It's my life. And so then I was like, I'm going to take a bit of time away. And luckily the club supported me in that. And we're like, you can go and travel, be with your friends, be with your family, be with your partner, and just go and live and be normal, like, for once. So that kind of made me go like, right, I need to go home. And home is always the best place to go because family are your greatest mirror ever, and they can tell when you're not okay or whatever. So like, overall I was okay, but again, lacking that zest. So family were like, right, so came home for Christmas for 6 weeks, and I was like, again, I'm still exhausted. Like, 2 months go by and like, I'm still exhausted, and I'm like, this is not normal. So over the last 6 months, I've taken like a massive chance to just like look after, like, I've been getting regular bloods every 6 weeks to try figure out that, like, I need everything to be at 98%, like not 60%, because in sport it requires like you to be at 110. So I was like, I need to get myself to a proper level. I started seeing nutritionists, a naturopath, got my hormones checked, and have started studying nutrition and hormonal health, because I'm like, this really helps people become better versions of themselves. And you know, when you're having this lived experience, you're like, I really want to learn, and I need to learn for myself first, and then I want to help others. So anyway, decided to travel with my partner, spent 2 months in Switzerland, in Verbier, and we just lived it up there for 2 months, and I just trained and did my normal thing, just essentially had a different environment. And then we decided we are both absolutely chaotic when it comes to missing flights, booking too many flights, losing passports.
Too many flights. That's a new one.
Things like this that happened to myself and Scoot.
Did he forget he booked the last one?
He told me not to tell anyone this, but he did book 3 flights. So let's talk about it. So he did book 3 flights on the when we were coming back to Ireland this time, and I was like, I swear I won't tell anyone.
This is the flight from Australia to Ireland.
No, this is the flight from Switzerland to Ireland.
Okay, but still,
it's not great.
There's so many steps involved in booking a flight. Do you know what I mean?
Because we were booking a few flights at the same time. It was like, let's book to New York, let's book to Austin, let's book. And like, I've been leaving him the reins in that area, and I'm like, I'll do the day-to-day stuff. You know, I'll make sure our meals are good. I'll make sure our routine is good. You do all that logistical stuff, because that is not my forte. Yeah. So anyway, basically,
we love a queen who knows her place.
Yeah, I just, we know our strengths. We're very similar people, which is entertaining in itself. But anyway, so then we decided, like, the quiet life in the mountains was like able to reflect and rejuvenate. And then New York was like, right, we're getting busy.
The polar
we
opposite.
Are coming for it, and we want to like network. We want to, progress in our careers. We want to study. We want to train really hard, and we want to do things like this. So basically, long story short, it was my one opportunity to travel, and I go back to Australia in the middle of May to play AFLW again for the pre-season.
I think you going to Switzerland first and being up in the mountains is like amazing to do that before coming here. Yeah. Because it literally blows everything out of the park. And it does have that feeling of, it makes you want to progress and push yourself in ways that I don't think you would do anywhere else. And it's interesting that I think in New York, not everything translates to how it would translate at home.
You were saying this the other day to me about the small silent wins that you feel like are happening for you. Yeah, in New York.
That's a thing anyway, like silent wins, because I've experienced a lot of them here. Just you guys wait, because there's silent wins happening, I swear. But I don't think people celebrate things as silent wins that happen behind the scenes, because nothing has come to fruition yet. Yes. And so I've noticed that I don't do that enough, and so I'm trying to, pat myself on the back a little bit more, because I think these things take time, especially a career in media. Takes so much time. There's so much knocking on doors that happens.
Yeah, and that's kind of where you're at the moment as well. Like, you're doing things like the podcast that are working you closer to where you want to be. But it's like, you just need that story where it's that person believed in me, and that person took me under their wing, and then I can do the rest. Like, once you get in there into the roles that you want to be in, totally, you will do the rest of the work because you're passionate about it.
And what's funny is that my psychic told me that I would have a mentor. We're going to see the psychic soon.
Okay, right. So what else did the psychic say? And what led you to go there? Was it because you were going through too much change, or you were a bit stressed? And because I think when you're like, you need answers, you're looking for them everywhere. You're like, will I see them today when I go out on my walk? Like, trusting of the universe and everything. But sometimes you just need like someone external, whether it's a psychologist or
a psychic. Well, I see the universe reveals itself to me every day, and I see signs everywhere. But why did I go to the psychic? I went to the psychic. Like, I'm loving how this is nothing to do
with this script has not been followed. Not once has it been followed. And
But
that's the beauty of
that's the
this.
beauty of it,
You
yeah.
never know where it's going to go.
No.
It's a row show. We make twists and turns, and they could go any direction.
You gotta roll with it. But with the psychic, yeah, I read a book recently called, oh my god, what's the fucking name of it? Can you curse on this? Oh, we can. Okay. What's the fucking name of it? It's like you guys might. It's like the, oh my god, The Alchemist. Yeah. So I read it. Have you read it?
No, Jack.
Oh my god, you should.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You would
Okay,
be
tell
all.
me
I'm
more.
surprised I
What?
didn't recommend it to you before. So The Alchemist is like this, like, it was written a really long time ago, and it's almost like childlike in the way that it's written. Like, it's about a boy who goes on a journey and like has to go through these like obstacles to get to his goal in life, which I think they call his personal legend is what they call it, and that's his real meaning in life. And it's childish, and it kind of follows him doing that. Like, it's pretty plain and simple, like, you know, but it basically speaks about like keeping an eye open for signs everywhere, like trusting signs throughout your journey to get to where you need to be. And it's actually very interesting, and it's like changed people's lives reading it.
Because like when you say that and you talk about like, you know, making those phone calls, doing those things, I think what springs to mind for me is like being okay with being rejected. And I think when you're going after something, you have to be accepting of loads of doors being shut on you, and kind of being like nonchalant about it, being like, it doesn't actually matter, because one eventually will open, but you have to keep knocking on those doors. And I feel like through sport, people might look at my journey and go like, what's she doing, like, where is she going next? I'm like so many doors are always closed, and I'm like, I might send 10 emails and I might just get like to, I don't know, maybe transition sport or do something in work. I might send 10 emails, I might get no responses, but I might get one response, and that's enough. And then it takes the pressure away from caring about one of those or 10 of those opening when you're just doing all the time. And like, that's something that I've learned since I'm in New York, and something that really jumps out to me is I feel like Americans, any of them that I've been in contact with, have been like such doers in everything. It's just like you ask for a job and it gets done, and it's like, in order to survive here, you have to be that way. Like, it doesn't seem like there's as much space for procrastination here.
Yeah, well, definitely not in the city in New York.
Yeah, it's fast moving.
Yeah, I know.
And people kind of say that, like, when you're in New York, that it's like, you may fall in love with the city, yes, but you actually fall in love with the version of you that exists in the city.
Yeah.
So like, what that reminds me of is Millie Farrell, our best friend.
Queen.
Yeah, and our best friend, because all of my friends are Jack's friends, who's actually flown over this week and is with us. And
Come on in, Millie.
Come on in. And she has like lived in New York for a year and had to go home for a period of time and is back out for a week, and she's just like the happiest version of herself. And like, I know Millie such a long time, but when I see her in New York, I'm like, this is your place.
She was in her element there on Tuesday.
In her element on Paddy's Day. Of course, we celebrated Paddy's Day. What did we do, Jack? Tell us.
Well, I woke up and did a CrossFit class. All I ate on Tuesday was, I had 2 slices of toast, one with butter and jam, one with butter.
Yeah, and the reason we're explaining this is because we love the mundane things as well. Like, hearing about what people eat in a day, like, that's the videos that I follow on Instagram. I like, love the whole what I eat in a day and what I do in a day. I think New York takes Paddy's Day more seriously than the whole country of Ireland.
Oh, it does.
It is
100%. Sure, Irish people come here and celebrate Paddy's
Literally.
Day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there was people everywhere. I came in and like had to bust my way over to the bar. Like, I was like, can I get a whiskey ginger, please? Like, why? I don't even really drink whiskey. Like, I was just like, I need something strong, stat. And was chatting to them, and there was like a band on singing like the N17 and all the likes. So met them, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go now. Got the subway down to Bowling Green, I think it's called, and tried to go to the Dead Rabbit. It was too full. Went into Francis Tavern, where I sat for like 45 minutes by myself, guarding those seats, because I was waiting for you guys. I was like guarding the seats. I was like the warden of Guantanamo Bay. Like, I was like, do not go near these seats. Like, these are reserved. And then you guys came in. We had a good few drinks there.
Yeah.
Good few drinks were had there. Drinks were flowing. Was on vodka at this stage. Was also drinking Guinness. Like, you know, they say you shouldn't mix your drinks. Like, I'm like, what? Well, watch me. So we were there, and then we went to Stone Street, which is kind of where it was all going down. Went over there, tried to get into a pub, left that one. We're kind of like, I just remember like kind of marching around. Do you remember being outside? We were just kind of walking around.
Yeah, it was just soaking up the atmosphere. Like, it's just like, it was one of those things that like, you could have stayed outside for the day and like bumped into people you knew. And that's the thing about Paddy's Day over here as well. It's like you're bumping into people from your hometown. You're like, how are you here? What are you doing here?
Yeah, well, that's
like,
New York.
Yeah, literally.
You can just run into anybody. And then we tried to get into Ulysses, and there was that huge fight. Remember?
Yeah.
That old man got thrown out.
Yeah.
He was like screaming. We just stood there watching. Then we went to another pub, got a table in the back, why did we, like, I ordered these, went in, there was like 7 of us, ordered for the table, we'll have 7 jelly shots and 7 Aperol spritzes.
Yuck.
What the hell?
Yuck.
Aperol, why Aperol spritz? Maybe there was a deal on. Oh, and calamari. You know.
Calamari, yeah.
And they didn't even, like, the calamari wasn't even with marinara sauce. It was with like this weird mayonnaise. Anyway, I was sowing into it. Left there, went to the Swift, which is where like you guys finished the night.
Yeah.
I continued to fly the flag high.
Yeah.
Went to, my other friend came in when you guys were leaving, so I was with Fiona for a while, and then went to 2 other pubs after that. Got home so late.
The city that never sleeps.
But this is the thing, they call Las Vegas the city of sin. That should be New York.
Yeah, 100%.
New York should be the city of sin.
That was my first time. I don't think, like, the last time my sister Fiona used to live in New York for 2 years. I've been over to visit her twice or 3 times, but like I think that was only probably my second night out in New York, and obviously we had to celebrate Paddy's Day.
Yeah.
But you know yourself, Jack, when it comes to sport, I gotta pick and choose my moments.
You do choose your battles.
Choose your battles. And New York is like, for me, it's like, yeah, the social life is so good if you want to tap into it. But like we were talking about, if you're trying to progress in your career, you really have to like pick your moments with these things. Like,
you do.
I find like what I have actually loved about New York, like on top of all that stuff, is like the amazing gyms, amazing Pilates studios. The food is endless and options everywhere. You can eat really well or you can eat really bad.
Well, this is why I honestly would call it the city of sin.
Yeah.
And it's not because of alcohol or because of whatever. Like, it's because, like, in my like corner shop, the bodega beside my house, like they sell like all different types of cheesecake, slice by the slice.
Yeah.
So like I could be like, actually, like I want a piece of cheesecake. Like, and you could do that every night. Or you can get a burger. Like, you can get anything you want whenever you want, food-wise.
Oh, if you felt like binging here, it would honestly be the best
yesterday.
Binge ever.
Oh, no, I did yesterday.
Did you? Were you on a bulk?
Well, believe it or not, no. I'm not on a bulk. I'm just on a kind of vibe.
Yeah, so we said at some point in one of our next episodes, we're going to go through my diet, your diet, kind of like critiquing of that. And to talk about creatine, the reason we brought this up is because last week I was going to put me before you, which I would be dead by our family if I did that. Or we have this thing in our house, it has to be Jack and I. Can't say me and Jack, we just get in trouble for
like
it. It's one of those things.
Drop it at all. And I
it's just like, it's one of those things. It's like manners, etiquette. That's the other thing. Manners, etiquette, table manners, and how our grandparents made us go to speech and drama when we were kids.
Yeah. They made us go to speech and drama and have party pieces.
Yes, we all have a party piece. Our granny knows how to rap.
Yeah, she does the best rapping gran. That's her. She has many pieces as well.
She has poems. She has everything.
Like, her sisters have pieces as well.
What's your party piece?
Mr. Tom Narrow by M. Long.
What's that?
Mr. Tom Narrow put his grandmother in a wheelbarrow. It's a poem.
Where did you learn that?
In Maureen Leonard Dodds.
Oh my god.
MLDs, yeah. I was like cleaning up in speech and drama. Like I know that they were quaking when I used to pull up to the feshes because I was about to go, especially for the reading piece.
Yeah.
Like, you go up and you have your book and you like read it out.
Yeah.
And that was my, like, you know, it was like doon like when I was showing up, like it was like, okay, he's here.
Whereas I would be a bag of nerves. That would make me so nervous to get up and do like read off a piece. To read off a piece of paper. But now if I have to speak in front of a camera, I find that really easy.
Well, that was a change for you at some point,
because that's what everyone says. Everyone's like, when I did Actually, John Rowe, our grandfather, God bless him, he was at a football presentation. We won some awards, Ballinatown football team years ago. I was, I think, 15 years of age, and I got up and had to speak, and he was so disappointed in me.
And he'd let you know as well.
He said to Dad, he said, she needs to go to elocution lessons. He's like, she is terrible at public speaking. And Dad was like highly offended. And I was like, and obviously
like,
now
well,
I do a lot of work.
Thank you very much for that work.
Yeah, I was like, but now I do loads of work in the media. I had a podcast in Australia, and like do loads of stuff on TV, and it's just like such a like stark change from like being like, but I think when I was younger, then after that my parents pushed me a bit more to be like, no, get up, have confidence, put your shoulders back, like
See, I remember
pause, like
I remember that, like that time when I just like know in my head that there was a time and then there was a change.
Yeah.
Where I think you probably realized yourself like, oh, okay, like I kind of do need to take this seriously.
Yeah.
Like it was part of the job.
Well, that's it. Well, through sport, like you have to do so much work in the media, and you have to speak about after games. You have to be able to present yourself a certain way. I often feel like it's a part of my personality that I almost hide other than my family. Like people would say from the outside looking, it's like it's all fun and games. It's there. It's like it's actually like you would see like the discipline throughout my life where
totally.
I'm like really particular about certain things, and like I'm very like, it's the one part of my life where I feel like I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but I think everything else we can agree I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, I think that you have chosen well in that case to be a perfectionist in that case. Oh, okay. Time's up.
We have done way too much talking.
Way too much talking, and honestly, like nothing to do with my schedule that I did out for us here. Like, feck all.
We have many things we need to discuss on the next podcast because we didn't quite get through what we thought we would.
But I think that honestly, like, because people have been like to me, what's the podcast about? I'm like, you'll find out.
Many things.
I'm like, you'll find out. Like, it's kind of just like, we're kind of just chatting.
Yeah, we are. And we're Irish. We're storytellers. So many stories will come up over the next few weeks.
Yeah. And if you're wondering what it's about two cousins having the chat, and we're going to try and narrow it down a little bit more. But this was a taste of what is to come. Yeah.
Jack's life, my life, our life, rolling with the rose.
Yeah.
That is all.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. We have to do our end bit.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a tribute to our Auntie Suzanne, who taught us this little party trick. This is one of her party tricks. Yes. So here we go. I hope you liked our show.
That is it.
Oh.